What is going on, everybody? Draco Invictus here with another episode of The Outer Worlds 2, picking up kind of sort of where we left off, I guess. Yeah, because I think it auto-saved right before I lost everything. So, Mr. Marcus, how you doing, buddy? Denise, I have to know, how's the new job? And Mr. Marcus, I would love to read in shorter segments because I don't need to be reading novels on the live stream. But I would love to hear about your day as well, because I know that you had a rather busy day, so. And me, I'm still trying to figure out how to get to that spot from here. I think we have to go back in, we have to go up, and then go over. Nice. And what is your schedule going to be like, Denise? Here's some stairs. You won default. Oh, they didn't even show. What a bunch of slimy bastards. But I mean, it's kind of like a hollow victory a bit, isn't it? I guess we're supposed to jump down here. Right. Getting the money won't be easy. All kinds of crazy, but that's okay. That's retail. All right. Fair enough. Could be worse. 7 to 4, 9 to 6, 1 to 10. Okay. But you know what? They're all full-time hours. It's all 40 hours a week. And it's more pay than you were making at either of your other jobs. That is all that matters. That and you like the job. Because if you didn't like the job, you know, you could only work there so long before you're like, yeah, okay, this is stupid. I gotta get out of here. Okay, so this is not the way we need to go. Here's more stairs up. We're getting close. District manager from the old job called me, wished me well, wants to know about the toxic manager that drove us out. Well, I mean, you can see what they want and then go from there. Not getting in there. Don't need anything from the vendor. Have we been out here before? No. I see people walking around. I mean, we still want to get over it. Let's go back and get this target that we want to get to. And how am I doing? I'm doing wonderful. I get up here maybe. My vacation started. So there's that. And I finished watching Harry Potter. I finished that this afternoon, actually. Yeah, over the past week. How do I get over there?
Why, their instructor, of course. Bishop Basar has failed this order as its preeminent luminary. And without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance.
Odd. Maybe here? Yeah, I did Lord of the Ring movies the week of Thanksgiving.
The blood spilled today is merely correctional ink.
Okay, we're getting close. It's in there. Shit. Damn it. And we are nowhere close to leveling up. Every time I think about doing Game of Thrones as a marathon, I think of the last season and I go, do I really want to do that to myself again? I don't think we're going to be able to do this quest. Oh, wait a minute. There's a vent there. Maybe we can. There's a vent there. Oh, looky, looky, looky. Hey, we did it. That's the book we need. Only real numbers. Ah, finally. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I don't know that I can ever forget the last 2 episodes. And I'm okay with a lot of things that people aren't okay with as far as the series goes. But yeah, some things I am just not okay with. See, the biggest problem with the last season is that they rushed it. Because the head guys wanted to go do another project. but couldn't until they finished with Game of Thrones. So instead of doing the methodical thing like they had been doing, they decided to rush it and just jam as much crap in as they could. And that ended up not working out very well for them. That's one word for it. Okay, at least I'm going in the right direction. Finds.
Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares. You too, huh? Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Violence only ever begets more violence, or going to war is sometimes an act of self-defense. I'm gonna go with that one.
Maybe.
Given your stance, you'll be wanting a weapon rather than armor, I'm sure. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials. We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading. Otherwise, until we next confer.
Woohoo! All right. We can get our crap out of here. We'll take the decryption key, the sawed-off heavy machine gun. Oh, we don't need that, but that's all right. Okay. Now... now we need to figure our way back over to where we were before. Or recently, where we saw that rogue. seer. No, not that way. Maybe we do need to go this way. Yeah, see, we need to get actually back down there. So let's go this way and then hop down. No, not that way. Shit. I think we come out over there. Oh, here we go. That was close.
Troublemaker approach.
The rifts add an element of exotic probability to my typical predictable polynomials.
I guess the biggest problem that the Game of Thrones had at the end was that George had not finished. He still hasn't finished the story. So the show writers had nothing to go off of.
Hostile spot.
Extrapolating, interpolating. Investigating disturbance.
Spy movement.
Extrapolating.
It's just a Sprat. We'll leave that alone. But we know that there's one more person around here.
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
Presumably some random element. Beginning field work.
This guy died by ricochet. I love that perk or skill or whatever we want to call it. Doesn't always happen, but when it does, oh, it's nice. All right, not going anywhere in there. right. And we want that one. There we go. 4 of 5. Yeah. All right, not going in there. We've read this before. This is about the murals. I'm not getting up in there. All right, let's see what this says. Service begins when all the bells ring out in perfect harmony. Well, all the bells are ringing. I don't know about perfect harmony, but they are all ringing. Ooh, nice. Now, did we get a pitch ball card that gave us plus 1% damage? We also got 1,300 credits. Or bits, or whatever they call them.
Look! A room dedicated to the insignificance of human existence inside a temple dedicated to mathematically proving its pointlessness.
Yeah, joy. Currently yet unidentified, the Order expects to locate an exoplanet within the next 132.74 years with a probabilistic uncertainty of 1.3 to 27 years. Once identified, this exoplanet will no doubt further accentuate Arcadia's many boons and shall find its own place in this hall. Got it. Gentle Giant Elysium. Okay. So these plaques are describing the little planets that they've found. What are you describing? Experimental weapons technology. Still in testing, not for public use. Oh, hello. We need the Abbott's Universal Key, Lockpick 8, or ex-convict background. So, Abbott's Universal Key. See what we got in the old vendor. Not really seeing anything I'm that interested in. Maybe I buy some more shells. And is it long rounds or I thought it was heavy rounds? I think it's heavy rounds. Yep.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you.
A smarter man would run when he had the chance.
Oh, I think my average walking speed will suffice once I've finished dispatching you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything.
Oh, it's Augustine, is it?
I trust you're not implying something untoward between us.
Don't worry. We already know DeVries ain't got a heart that could spare 2 beats for anyone. And you seem awful frugal in that regard, too.
The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
You're a menace. No wonder the Abbot sought to undermine your career.
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about?
Several terminal messages from the Abbot that paint you as a poor light.
This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form.
I'd paint the walls with the brains of anyone I caught gossiping about me behind my back.
That's the difference between you and me. I am an intellectual. You are just a brute with a gun.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
And with that, I think I've gleaned from you all that I need to judge your true measure. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
Ready to waste.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll...
No.
Wrist weapon prime.
Dumbass, you lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
How am I supposed to destroy that thing? Oh, like that, I guess.
For a little sprat, attempting to destroy the protector.
Find my next I mean a hostile device.
Navigating to...
Ow. Where'd that guy come from? We'll go with the trauma kit. Oh, shit. All right.
Give the order and I'll take care of him.
Clever little sprat, attempting to destroy the projector. Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never...
Let me in. Help me out.
Wrist weapon prime.
Proceeding forward.
Oh, damn it, didn't. Oh, come on! Could you fucking reload already? God damn it.
Attempting to riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never...
Keep your guts on the inside, Commander. Wrist weapon prime.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Look out, Commander.
Damn it.
what in the where now?
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never do me harm.
You're just not a good look, Commander. Recharge for mayhem. Taking cover.
Okay. We've got to do this differently. Maybe I just need to throw more bullets at him. Try it. Certainly can't hurt.
Give the order.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device, you'll never do me
Recharge for mayhem.
replenishing mechanism.
Knew you had my back.
I will restore my life or avenge my death.
This is not in my predictions. Whoever is left, kill this outlier!
Ready to waste it. On your command. Re-engaging. Not getting up without help, Commander.
Come on. Hang on. There you go.
I'm the one you need to worry about.
Your possibilities are limited. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Woo. Okay. I have a new flaw. Just one. Your leadership techniques leave a bit to be desired. With your companions often finding themselves in harm's way, you are no longer able to revive your companions in combat. But whenever one does go down, your other companion will get a boost. They are fully healed and immediately fill their companion ability meter. No.
Now that that's done with, we should hurry and pull whatever info we can from the Seer's terminal.
All right. Seems to be everything that we can pick up.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced.
Ooh.
I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
Copy peace talk data to cartridge. Okay. End planetarium lockdown. Woohoo! and we get a level up. Let's see here. Hold on. Sneak is at 10, which is where we want it to be. We need to get lock pick up to 12. Engineering to 6. And observation is already where we want it to be. So let's we'll kick lockpick up. There we go.
We should get ourselves to those peace talks post-haste, Commander. Wouldn't want to miss out on any of the mayhem and carnage.
All right, let's go back in here. And I need my shotgun. And now that we have the key, we should be able to open this up. Yeah. The Oracle. So it takes long rounds. Prediction optics. Using state-of-the-art algorithm capable of mathematically predicting the future a 1/10 of a second in advance, the Order's prediction technology is now available in gun form. That's funny. All right.
Agent, over here. It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety?
Oh, did I forget to tell you? Seer Wiley orchestrated the entire takeover.
What? No, but that can't possibly be true. Landon would never align himself against the Order? Against a friend? You must be mistaken. Or maybe his calculations led him astray. Yes, that must be what happened. Indeed, just a small error. Were you able to speak with him? Help him recover his senses? I
couldn't convince him to stand down. I'm sorry. If by speak with you mean riddle with bullets, then yes.
I appreciate the sentiment, but there is now ample evidence disproving that fact. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. If I had not thwarted his ambitions... No. Those hypotheticals are best considered in private, I think.
On the bright side, look at all these hostages I saved.
Yes. Better to focus on our gains than our losses. My colleague's survival is something worth celebrating. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seer Wiley turned out to be. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons, but it seems you already helped yourself to it. You always do seem a step ahead of me. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
Uh-huh. Sure, whatever you say, boss. Okay.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Your bravery
All right, let's see, where does that want us to go? It wants us to go to the middle. Start mission briefing. Okay. I'll definitely take that.
At least it was a clean dissection. Roger would appreciate that, I think.
Okay. Follow DeVries to Greater Tranquility Substation. Return to the bartender. Let's do this. Well, because I think that if I go here and then go region, we still don't know what these rifts do. That has me bothered. Yeah, see friends in high places as us leaving. That's the landing pad. So I want to do the Dawn of the Glorious Betrayal, which is Aza's companion quest. Since I think that's all here. Maybe not. Nope, it is not. Okay. Can we fast? No, we cannot fast travel to this. Let's go take a look at that anomaly again. All right. We're moving in the right direction now.
Friendly approaching from the north. Hold fire.
Okay, let's drop us a save. It doesn't allow us to do anything. There's no interact button with it. And if I walk into it, I'm just gonna die. Yeah, see? So we'll just load our quick save. Yeah, apparently we just haven't advanced the story enough to figure out what the hell these are. Because I have no idea. Okay. So let's come up here. Get onto the incognito. Old Zerker. Scrutinizer's eyepiece. Let's do this one. I don't even know what it is. How many do I have? I have 17 advanced decryption keys. So strong enemies become weak 5% sooner, up to 25% with observation skill. Plus 30% critical chance against weak enemies. So this is an eyepiece. I don't think I want it.
Best we start discussing strategy, Commander.
Okay.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one. If DeVries succeeds in killing these delegates, it'll be a hell of a lot more than a PR nightmare to worry about. It'll be war.
She only beat us before because she took us by surprise. This time we have the advantage.
This unit is obligated to advise against blowing up a space station as a form of retribution. Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
We'll go nice and slow. Marisol, you have any idea what we'll face more specifically? That's a good question.
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own Phantoms? I'm not asking. I'm telling. You've got to let me have this, Commander.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Well, apparently this is what we're doing now. Can I go here first? Apparently it will let me go there first. Okay, so while we're here, I want to do this one.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good? Not terribly. My only field-bound compatriot.
I just don't get why we have to buy our own weapons from our own merchants. Got people who could build us better here. Maybe I'm
Salutations once more.
Greetings again.
Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison? Oh, sure. Got it right behind the bottled gold and spiced silver. No, I ain't got any fancy booze for our in-house drunkard. And if he wants to know if I do, he should come and ask me himself. Or better yet, focus on his upcoming set.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. We managed to accomplish our goals. This counts for more than a little, I'd say.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Just trust me and go give it a look.
All right. I will trust you and go give it a look. Okay. Now let's go hit this switch. Oh, okay.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live Arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
I thought Subrosa was supposed to see me as a friend.
My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body, though when it comes to Protectorate Arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics. I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
I shall in time, when fewer prying ears abound.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Okay. God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. All right. Luckily, we don't have to go far. Kind of blow through this
Anyone
conversation.
had asked me, good that you didn't come here for blood. If you interest, I could get your instincts are right, Arbiter. If that,
and I speak to.
Okay. Drop a new save. $1,200 XP. We'll take that. That was well worth it. Screw the cigarette lighter.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct like from Bastion, middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen AC-ad execs I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
Vomitous. I'm often vomitous, not with envy though. All right. All right, Denise. I think this is a good spot for us to take a quick break, actually. So I will be right back. You guys enjoy the music and the view, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys had a good bio break. I did. Ugh. Was able to stand up, stretch my legs. Oh, that felt so good. Yeah, a little vomitous after too much Jägermeister. God, I haven't had Jaeger in years. At least not enough Jaeger that I would be vomitous. All right. Let's talk to Tristan, get him added.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek the true killer of my mentor, the Supreme Arbiter. Sub Rosa deals in information, and were thusly my best lead on her killer. They gave me less than I'd hoped, but it was at least a start. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I have no ship, and no support. I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow?
I'm dealing with people of multiple factions. No killing them without my go-ahead.
Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end.
Seems reasonable.
Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
If you're traveling with this crew, I guarantee you'll be discovering a whole lot more than your little Arbiter brain is prepared for.
This is probably true. You've never actually had any? Why do I not doubt that, Marcus? I'll meet you on the ship later, Tristan.
Very well. I shall locate whichever craft seems the most out of place, for something tells me this shall lead me to yours. See you again shortly.
Oh, you funny, funny man. Okay. What else we got here? The last voyage of the ACS free market. Come over here and get the whiskey.
Shop here to acquire fine food if you became violently ill after eating here. Please feel free to write our stall an angry letter, then burn it. What may this unit rehydrate for you?
Iceberg aged whiskey.
Yes, iceberg aged whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Paulo. Current customer is not Prospero Paulo. Unit cannot vend to current customer.
He sent me to get the alcohol.
Unit is not familiar with that recipe. Scanning. Customer has not transfigured into Prospero Paulo since last visit. Unit cannot vend alcohol until this occurs. Unit cannot see due to extensive oil splatter residue on ocular lens. Presently using heat measurement instruments to sense customers. Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich last visited 222 days ago. When last seen, Mr. Wenrich mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those redacted sub rosa redacted a lesson. Nobody extorts Gerald T. Wenrich. All wares were at some point cooked fresh.
Boneless, skinless sprat. Sign me up.
Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. Available today only.
Salt and pepper? Shut the front door. Okay. So. Let's go talk to Paulo.
My gear has the fewest holes out of any close-on station for your money back.
If you lost it, I'm selling it.
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not, in fact, help one not be nervous. I would love to, my friend. I truly would. But what if I leave and my flame arrives while I am absent? I may appear to be the picture of relaxation, but I assure you, this is all a carefully constructed facade bent to exude confidence. If I leave, it shall shatter. And if she were here waiting for me when I returned, I shudder to think at the upper hand she would gain. No, my friend, you must make do without me. I've been better. I've been worse. Preparing for either extremity.
You know what? Screw this. This is an optional bullshit thing anyway. Welcome back.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end? It sounds like Auntie's choice security measures leave something to be desired. I'll mark that down. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments? Considering the ship's fate, it would appear that try is the operative word in that phrase. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened?
Auntie's leadership put a salvage contract on the ship, then stripped it after the crash.
Scuttling an entire freighter and killing hundreds, all for a few extra bits. Interesting to know. Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help.
So what did you conclude?
Auntie's choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes.
I charge extra for espionage missions.
You should have said so. Here's something extra from my stipend. Now I need to get this report to my superiors. Thanks again.
You're welcome. All right.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Any standouts? Couple dozen agents,
Let's do this. That's a big ass hammer.
Whoa, look at that rift. It's making my skin buzz even in here.
All right.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully
Doesn't take an engineer to heads up a guess whose ship that is. DeVries is here, Commander.
With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
All right.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late.
Tell me what our plan is.
Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
Ignore the posturing. Give him a push and I'll bet you can get DeVries's plans out of him.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
It'd be in our interest to waste our time with talk. Killing you will hardly slow me.
You're mistaken if you think we'd make it easy for you. We're trained, I'd have you know, with guns and the art of fisticuffs. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. Now we're just talking in circles. To arms, cadre! For the Order!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
What's that on the monitor over there? Could be important.
Okay. Now that we've picked up all the crap, see what we got going on. Monitor displays a map of the station, evidently annotated by DeVries. Her first team of agents is to hold the landing pad. The second team is to make their way through the turbine chamber. The third team is to guard the exit in the refinery. DeVries herself will make for the broadcast booth overlooking the forum chamber where the delegates are to meet. Okay. Don't know that I want to ride that up just yet. I just want to see what's down here. This is a lift going down. All right, so let's check out the lift going up.
Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame it's all going to scrap now.
Serves as notice a greater tranquility substation will be commissioned at the end of the month. Move into lockdown procedures. Following mechanisms will be automatically activated. Emergency floodlighting, intercom sirens, landing pad shipping. enclosures. Note that these features can only be overridden by an administrator. Alright. So not much up here. Which is fine. At least we checked it out, right? And we can't go through it now.
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Yeah. This way.
Sovereign is regarded as being inept, shall we say? This is
Gonna need a way to power this thing.
Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
All auto mechanicals in the sector are activated and are on patrol. Targeting protocol updated by unknown user. Revert targeting protocol. Automechanical targeting protocol reverted. You wish to write this command to cartridge? Yes. All right. So let's put this fuse back in there.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs. Might want to choose this battle wisely.
All right. So that goes down. How do I get up? Oh, I gotta come over here. Oakley dokley.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamation. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
All right. So we got to find the fuse before we move on. I just saw this letter here, but I want to make sure that I have exhausted all other avenues up here first. You know, before we move on. Like what's in this room?
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and accounting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Can I kill these two? Jesus. Question is how the massive blades of certain fans will make quick work of even the toughest Earth Directorate agent. However, with skillful use of your tactical time dilation gadget, you may be able to slip through unscathed. Okay, that was my question.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your crimes. The mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
Bum bum beat 'em, bum bum beat 'em. Skippy. All right, so the only way to go is through this fan. There's a ladder here.
Prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
Nice, +5 health. We'll take that. Anything good in the vending machine? Ooh, what is this? Springs. Let's see, 506, 494. I don't think we need any more ammo right now.
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it.
Open vendor.
This sector's long-departed personnel seem to make good use of these.
The Black Hat. Gain increased critical hit chance against automechs. If automech hacking is unlocked via the manual reset perk, automechs may now be hacked from a distance. Oh, that's cool. If you were going to run that sort of a build, like the full-on like true hacker build, this would be what you'd want. Holy cow. What's this? We'll definitely buy the key. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Both critical hit chance and hack distance increases with your hack skill. Nice. Thanks, buddy. I don't know that it really matters. Let's go with explosive rounds. All right, cool. That's the way we came from. So let's utilize this. Gives us 24 inhalers.
No time to lollygag, Commander. Whatever's in that repository can wait.
That can definitely wait. Fuse box. Means there's a fuse around here somewhere. How did we gain maintenance access? All right, not getting through anything over there. Yeah, everything is this way. Oh. Okay, so the fuse box opens that panel. Got it. Let's go find us a fuse. All right, so we'll have to bring the fuse back over. That's all right, though. We know what we're doing.
By my estimation, if we formed an alliance, say, within the next
Guns
month.
cocked to boot. Just get the signal.
Looks like a fight. Protector in hand.
Commander, you're bleeding. What model did you utilize? Which metrics?
Oh, you see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Totally did not hear anything that they just said. It's all right. All right. Can we stick our head in here? Do we want to? I'll leave that up for a couple seconds. Anyone wants to read it? All right. Oh. Oh, look. There we go. Nice. We didn't have to go back through it again. So let's switch back over. There we go. Ta-da!
Commander, the plans mention another entourage of DeVries up ahead. Let's not walk into any traps.
Alrighty then. No trap walking. Got it.
I think DeVries' people know we're here. Be ready.
Well, shut up. Maybe they wouldn't know. You're yak, yak, yak. Can't do anything with any of that. Can't go through that door. Can't go through that door. Shit. I must have missed something. Ah, the stairs right here. The one time I cut in, I should have stayed out. It's all right. Yep, can't do that. Would have been nice if we could.
Let me handle this. Don't go no further, infidel. This next shot won't miss.
I guess we have to go through the fans. Okay. That's fine. I have no problem with that.
Let me know when you need a stretch. Don't move. Displaying customary intimidation. Nice. Ready to waste on your command. Troublemaker approach. Searching for target. You can't fight.
Doing down there? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprite. What are you doing down there? Pick me up. I'd do it for you.
How did you doing way over there? Okay. Nothing there. So that's obviously where they want us to go. Nothing here. Nope. Alright. That's everything. Broadcast records. Broadcasting throughout station still in progress. Bunch of walls of text.
Fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won protected hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done
like sitting terror rays. Can't let DeVries make her move.
Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Oh, what do we got here? Nope, nothing.
Come on. Move, damn you.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why.
You heard that Sir Wiley was cut down, didn't you? You had to know we were coming.
I did suspect it was your work. Not many would have had the stomach for it. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late.
All right. Tell me what the peace talks have to do with the rifts.
Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology.
So you're doing this because you have a grudge against Auntie's Choice?
Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's law, Augustine. You could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means.
Hey, Russ. He didn't even try to bring us in.
You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started.
So a seer ordered you to kill us and you obeyed like a good little 𝐂𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿.
That's not what happened. Your presence disrupted their equation and the mission could not risk failure. And I didn't kill any of you. I simply did not interfere.
Sure you ain't kin to Auntie Cleo? Because you sure as hell know how to pass the buck.
Whatever you think of me, it wasn't so simple to sit back and listen as they met their ends. Every instinct I had was yearning to act, but I could not.
Is that justification? Hope you sleep at night? You're full of shit. I like that one better.
I know the distinction matters not to you, but it does to me. And what happened there forced me to search for a way to stop the rifts. To stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now.
You remember when you asked me for advice before the Horizon Point mission?
Oh, believe me. Been playing back that classic nonstop since Horizon Point. Wish I'd listened when you told me not to trust others. But now's our chance to amend that error.
All right, you've said your piece.
Trust we'll be having words on the ship about all this, Commander. If DeVries doesn't shoot us in the back before then.
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. No, I want the order to not take the coward's way out. They broke from the Protectorate for a reason. The order could lead humanity into a new age of discovery, shield us all from ruination. But they've become so focused on winning a void-forsaken war that they've lost sight of it. So I'm here to remove that temptation from play and set them back on the path to worthiness.
But if you want them to prosper after the war, they need to survive it first. Spoken like a true egomaniac.
What use is there in a short victory if you've lost sight of the greater threat? Nobody's done anything about that rift in the sky for 10 years. I looked up at it every day and saw the threat it posed, remembering what I'd done. The cost.
You're really gonna stand there lecturing us about costs when it was our blood you spent?
There is always a cost in surviving where others did not. You should know that better than anyone. Yet after Horizon Point was lost and that rift tore open the sky, no one in the Order had any urgency to fix it. And now corporatists are here, ready to take advantage. I can't take it. Do you wish me to beg forgiveness? Torture myself in an attempt at atonement? I tell you, if there had been another path, I would have taken it. These delegates cannot leave here. I will not let your crew's sacrifice, your sacrifice, be in vain. It can't be for nothing.
Time to earn my commission.
Shame. Still, better her than anyone else.
Station's not gonna hold up against that rip for long. We need to get back to the incognito now.
Let us get rid of this. Let's see, lockpick 8 would be a good one. Let's look at our perks. Plus 25% weak spot damage. This one gives us an additional weapon range and 25% spot damage. I guess we'll go with Eden Windage. Skills. There we go.
Commander, watch your vitals.
Ow. Jesus. Scared the crap out of me. There was no one standing there a second ago.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines.
Released from guidelines?
The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations.
Anything about mission objectives?
I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose.
Sounds tricky.
Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters.
What would be the benefit for working with one faction over the other?
The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted.
Interesting. Okay.
Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
I think we're gonna go after the modulator. The only reason I say that is the gun I want is on Praetor. So, if we can go to Praetor, then I can get that gun sooner. I'm going to start pressing buttons on the astrogator and see what we come up with. I'm going to say dealing with any rifts.
Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal.
Tell me what it says.
Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
All right, cool. Yeah, this is Valerie. She's one of our companions. And as you can see, she's also our exposition coordinator. All right.
Commander, word.
What you got in the house?
So, that's it then. DeVries dead. Justice served. Galaxy still needs saving, but we'll get to that.
Yep, our crew can finally rest in peace.
I can almost hear Helen now, spouting off about how it took us long enough. I once thought DeVries the upper limit of what an agent could be. Certainly everything I aspired to be. Tough, brave, smart, and now she's dead. By our hand. Thought I'd feel relief or something akin to it. But mostly I just feel unbalanced. Like a mech with gimbals on the fritz.
Wish there'd been another way. We tried. Shit, I exhausted everything. As far as conversations go.
Yeah. Had a suspicion you were working the same problem. DeVries earned her grave, sure enough. So why does killing her feel like... hell, I don't know. Putting out a star?
Killing DeVries felt amazing. You're grieving the future she destroyed. Interesting. What an interesting little spin this is. I'm gonna go with that one.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah, that's it exactly. Mighty insightful of you, Commander. Don't suppose you have any advice on how to move forward from here?
Nope, not a clue. You need to rally. You're still an Earth Directorate Agent, aren't you?
Yes, Commander.
Don't make the same mistake of thinking you know best. We're in this together.
Yes, Commander. I hear you. Appreciate you making time to listen to me jawing on about all this. Might need a few to work through my thoughts, but I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Don't you fret.
All right. Let's find everyone else and talk to them. Check our terminal. Personal messages. I want to take a moment to send you a quick missive conveying my gratitude for your assistance in this matter. We had a real chance now to bring the Protectorate to its knees. I have you and your commander to thank for that. I'll be in contact again as soon as I can. It's good seeing you again. Apologize for my behavior. Oops, wrong button.
Taking out DeVries, saving the delegates, barely escaping with our lives? Hell of a rush, huh? Hope all of it gives us leverage when we look for help closing these rifts. Reckon my being present for the dramatic rescue will gain me some clout with Auntie's choice. Just got 2 or 3 more incidents like this to win my way back in, I'd say. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded at just the right time, right in the middle of the peace talks. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it?
Do you think it's trying to tell us something?
I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. Nature will always defeat us. But we can learn to work with it, like with the rift tech. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the rift tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more.
DeVries was paranoid, but look what that got her. We can negotiate with Auntie. Easy.
That's some confidence there. Just be careful. She's a shrewd dealmaker. Knows all the loopholes in the book. Still, think we ought to pay the undisputed claim a visit. See if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss was clear. We'll need all the help we can get to close these rifts. Whether we gain that help from Auntie or not, I won't lose sight of that. Our galaxy's survival is of far more consequence than our loyalties. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
All right.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. I'm not hearing a question. Oh, No, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years. Information free of context can be off-putting, confusing, dangerous even, if misjudged. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. My role there, you may recall, was head intercessor. I was tasked to influence pivotal events, to keep the solving of the equation on track. Something occurred. I needed to step off the board a while.
Guess you encountered an event you couldn't influence.
To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed prudent. Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I'd believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To avoid undue attention, I remained in hiding.
All right.
May all our travails add to the equation.
Sure.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts. Certainly, I consider myself an open tome. Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin. Why, he is of the Matriarch's direct lineage. Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not Matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. May his leadership of Arcadia last for many years. I hope someday to be party to his glorious presence. If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. Meddlers should not be abided. In every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinel's case. Where Arbiters uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate, the Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, they are the Consul's pet project. Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her proteges to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an Arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime. An Arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is Matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad. Precisely. If the system did not work, there would be chaos, which is why all within the Protectorate must work to uphold it. As the Protectorate's most elite, we protégés needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Alas. Sneer all you like, but our society has operated in this manner for more than 100 years. Normally, arbiters do not need to prosecute, for all operate as they should. Ask, and I shall answer.
I think that's enough for now. Just want to touch bases with all of them. Make sure I'm not missing anything, you know?
We going to kill Hierarch Ziegler soon? My knife hand's getting itchy. Who can say? There was no indication that I've seen. I've interacted with him on occasion. Seemed a decent, loyal sort. As interested as I am to hear whatever sorry explanation he has, not sure I'll be able to control my rage when I see him to ask why before I remove his spleen. Maybe I'll start with his gallbladder? No, I think it's gotta be the spleen.
Fair enough. Alright, we already talked to Niles.
Updating ship roster to reflect the addition of Trooper Silong. Reminder, Earth Directorate agents are not allowed to participate in paid promotions funded by corporations. Furthermore, any opinions expressed in favor of product are the agent's own and do not reflect the opinions of the Earth Directorate. Presenting the Valerie unit, the latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support auto mechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited. Searching mission parameters. 1 moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal. Infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts. Arcadia Colony contact. DeVries, Augustine. Expected operation time, less than 24 hours.
Laugh for a long time.
Laughter is the best medicine, second only to anthracillin. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged. This unit can support up to 100 pounds of weight while still remaining airborne, and is not ideal for body transportation or disposal. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
What does Valerie stand for?
Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
All right. And with that, we've kind of touched base with everybody. And we're ready to go for the next time that we stream, which will be not until next Monday. I have a family Christmas event on Wednesday evening, so I will not be available to stream. But I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and hanging out. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate that as well. And I hope all of you have a fantastic Christmas. You get to spend it with friends and family. If you celebrate Christmas. If not, then have a great Thursday. And I will see you next Monday. Actually, I'll see you on Saturday for Phasmophobia. But I want to thank each and every one of you. You guys have fantastic holidays. And I will catch you very soon. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day in my life. See ya.